This is my reaction to Alisa Supronova performing Eezhin. Let's commence. Ladies and gentlemen, absolutely enjoying that guitar vibe, taking us through the track here to start. These visuals are absolutely breathtaking. It is the one and only Alisa Supronova, ladies and gentlemen, starting off this track, Eezhin. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Eezhin. I'm trying to cover both bases here, ladies and gentlemen. You have to excuse the Waylon Perspective's pronunciations sometimes. It's difficult stuff. Alisa Supronova standing in front of a very awesome looking background here, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, we're going to get more information after we check out the song here, but this track has started off awesomely already. Thankfully, I have subtitles so I can follow along. Alisa, keep going. Ladies and gentlemen, you know that the music that Alisa Supronova generates is always epic. Her voice, though, the highlights. That is always where that epicness resides. And she's, singing here about the concept I saw coming through there was mother, caring mother. That's what came through in the song there, ladies and gentlemen. What were those? Are those camels, ladies and gentlemen? She was absolutely, also hanging out with our camel bros here in the video. What's that in that background there? Lots of stuff there on what looks like a gate here. The visuals are just very inviting. This lady knows how to make fantastic music, no doubt about that. Ladies and gentlemen, that sound that came through there, that's a bit different there, ladies and gentlemen. An effect that came through there in the song as well. Look at this, nature in all its, splendid glory. Where are we here as well? We've got to find out all the information here. Just a lot of stuff happening, a lot of multimedia coming at me here, ladies and gentlemen. I've got to focus on a bunch of stuff. It's a juggling act, but we get the job done here on the Waylon Perspective. What I'm saying to you, and there's no doubt about this, and there's never been any doubt ever since she established herself on my channel, Alisa Supronova, her vocal skill is elite level, high tier, ladies and gentlemen. She is so utterly brilliant. Different genres, different approaches to songs, but she always gives it just an unbelievable effort with every performance, ladies and gentlemen. And once again in this track, it's just working, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome beat, and Alisa's voice just sounding superb. As usual, though, that is what I'm saying.
Руки ты в ручей опускала холодный, стирала рубашку для меня, отражалась в воде звездой путеводной. Вспоминаю я тебя, мама моя.
Shout out to mother. Ladies and gentlemen, our mothers very important. They help guide us. They help lead the way. They help shape our personalities. Shout out to my mom and shout out to moms everywhere. I remember you. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, awesome stuff.
На высоком обрыве, где всходит солнце, никогда не выцветет трава и вода. Солнечным лучом меня вдруг коснется, как узорчатым платком, мама моя. Гелемштайн, Дженес, Нагана. На высоком обрыве, где всходит солнце.
Eezhin, which translates to Mother's Song in Kalmyk, is a traditional folk song dedicated to mothers. Alisa's rendition was released in 2026. What a song and what a performance once again by Alisa Supronova, ladies and gentlemen. She absolutely rocked that one vocally. Ladies and gentlemen, there were elements of throat singing that was used in that track. That bit there where I was like, yo, what's up with that? I had heard that before, that whole throat singing vibe. I've seen, other sort of viral videos where dudes were utilizing that, skill set or that vocal style. I'm pretty sure for this one, that would have been Alisa performing, that bit of singing as well for the song. That would not, shock me one bit at all. Ladies and gentlemen, it was just a song that just immediately captures your attention. But how many times have we said that before with Alisa Supronova performances? That is what she always does with her incredible vocal skills, ladies and gentlemen. This young lady can sing, and it doesn't matter what, vocal style you present to her, she will perform that vocal style, and she will perform it brilliantly every single time, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of stuff going on in that video. It was quite memorable. She performed the song in the Kalmyk language and in Russian as well, ladies and gentlemen. So that song, having all these different elements coming together so wonderfully as a tribute to mother, to moms everywhere, and Alisa just being brilliant with her rendition of the song, ladies and gentlemen. It is a traditional folk song vibe, but Alisa giving it, that modern treatment. She's awesome in terms of, creating these instrumentals as well for her performances, ladies and gentlemen. But then again, she's just an awesome performer through and through. She never lets us down. She always gives us her best. She did it once again with that one. Alisa Supronova, she is simply unbelievable.